God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today is the 12th day of November. We're having court on Tuesday rather than Monday because of the holiday yesterday for Veterans Day. We've got some reviews to do, and then we'll start with the arraignment. So go ahead and call the reviews, please.
Shannon Boggs, Leroy Campbell,
Here.
Jessica Christian, come up to the table.
Come on out when your name's called.
Aaron Cron, Chase Lewis.
Shannon Boggs is 1940-45. Shannon Boggs. Okay, you've been at RRS still there.
You've got to pay before you leave here.
Okay, good screens and a good report. You made a payment recently, pretty substantial payment, and you've got community service to do too. So
Yeah, and I'm paid $300 more on my fines this morning.
Okay. When can you do some community service?
Hopefully, I just found out this morning you got to do it in Proctorville, which will make it easier on me with work schedule at the senior center. So this week,
Okay.
On Wednesday?
Wednesday, I'll make Wednesday.
Okay, so that's tomorrow, the 13th. Does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays for your hearings?
Friday
Are
probably
you
better.
working now, or
Friday, if that's possible.
December 13th at 9 o'clock is your next meeting.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Leroy Campbell is here. Ten, 627, 12, 2259, 12, 30, 25, is in RRS also. Okay, it says you've shown a tremendous amount of progress, so that's good. Compliant with attendance and screens. And you've been making monthly payments. Do you have a payment you can make today?
I don't today, but I get paid tomorrow, so I can make a payment probably Thursday because I don't know if I don't know if it'll hit my account in time to make it tomorrow, so I can make a payment Thursday.
Okay, I'll set you for December 13th also as your next hearing,
Thank you, Your Honor.
9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Jessica Christian. $18,1148. 1835.66, 2225.05, 19,255. Those are the case numbers. You still owe some community service on 181148.
I have it scheduled to do the work on Saturday at the Lawrence County Animal Shelter. They're doing a special event on Saturday, and the lady has my name down for it.
Your Honor, I have a note that Ms. Christian was ordered on October 11th to be here on October 12th, and she was not here.
Yeah,
Do
I
you have
got
an
really sick.
explanation for that?
Yeah, I got really sick. I have a horrible mouth infection. I haven't been able to work right or anything for the past month.
So you're working this Saturday at the animal shelter?
Yeah, because I work Monday through Friday, so it's been like super, super hard on top of being sick.
I don't know anything about special event.
Okay.
She said they'd be there at 8 and it starts at 11.
I don't know anything about it.
Do you have to get that, do you have to?
Normally, they come here and sign in before they go to the animal shelter. But I have not heard anything about.
I spoke to a woman named Melissa, but she didn't tell me anything about
Unless
it.
it's who I deal with down there.
Yeah, she didn't tell me anything about coming here
Okay,
first.
Why don't you stick around, you call and confirm.
Yes, sir.
So see Mr. Cooper as soon as we get finished with the
Okay.
interviews. I'll set your next hearing December 13th.
I have a payment today as well too.
Okay, how much are you paying?
50.
Okay, see the clerk.
So the 15th or the
13th?
13th.
December 13th, she makes 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
See Mr. Cooper before you leave.
Okay.
Aaron Cron, 19288. Community service done, just paying on fines cost. You have a payment today?
I will not, but I will next Thursday. I get paid next Thursday.
All right, I'm going to set you for December the 6th. December the 6th, 9 o'clock. Chase Lewis is here, 141065. Community service done, just paying on your assessments. Do you have a payment?
I made an online payment for 40 this morning.
Okay, 40.
Yes, sir.
Mondays or Fridays?
Either one, really. It doesn't really matter.
December 9th.
Thank you.
That's a Monday, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're getting close, so I'm finished.
Shannon Lockhart, Jarrett Rose, Brittany Smith, Heidi R. Taylor.
Shannon Lockhart. 24,516, 23,776, 16,575, 14,298. Shannon Lockhart has been called, hasn't appeared to be a warrant issued. Do you have a report? No, okay. Jarrett Romans,
How you doing, sir?
23,648. Okay, it looks like the only thing you got left to do is the driver intervention part.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We talked last month. I was supposed to complete it last month, 25th to the 27th, and it ended up getting moved back a weekend, and I had already taken off work, so I wasn't able to take off further. So they said their next class is in January.
Okay, so you're going to one locally here.
Yeah, the one, Lawrence County Recovery, yes, sir.
You know what the date is in January?
They haven't even set a date up yet.
Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do then. We'll go to February. So that's all you've got left to do. I'll set it for February the 3rd. If you get a report in that you successfully completed the dip school, then that's all. You don't have to come back.
All righty, thank you, Your Honor.
That's February 3rd at 25 at 9 a.m.
All righty, thank you.
You're welcome. Brittany Smith, 24,171. Brittany Smith. You have a report from RRS on here.
Yes, Your Honor, I haven't had any contact with Ms. Smith this week, but she hasn't been complying in weeks.
Okay. She did come initially and then is missed, is not compliant, and didn't come today. So there'll be a bench warrant issued for failure to appear today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Heidi Taylor, 2485, Heidi Taylor. Hasn't done anything on our case and hasn't appeared today, so there'll be a warrant issued for failure to appear. That finishes the reviews. Next are arraignments. Do we have any arraignments here? Or is it-
Not everything yet, Your Honor.
Okay, so we have some pre-trials to do here.
Pre-trial, everybody got pre-trial, you in the courtroom.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Williamson, case number CRA 21519, TRC 211959, A and B.
This is Roger Smith's case.
Your Honor, Mr. Smith is at another court today. He's not going to make it in here. He's asking us to stand up here and ask for another court date so that he can be here and meet with his client.
Okay, and Mr. Williamson is a veteran, and I did get a text this morning from Amanda Rayburn at the veteran saying that you were compliant and doing what you were supposed to do with the veterans, so that's good. So we'll just go another month out while to monitor your progress.
Yes, sir. I also paid my fine off.
Oh, good.
So that could be December 13th or 16th, depending on, does Monday or Friday matter to you?
No, it don't matter. Either one.
So whichever day is better for the court's about a month out.
Okay. Mr. Smith's available 6 or 13th, is that?
I didn't ask him that question, I just,
Oh, okay.
and I figure if he's not, he'll have time to request it.
Let's make it, we'll make it the 13th then.
Okay.
You want to write it down?
December 13th will be your next hearing, Mr. Williamson. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Michael Davis, case number CRB 24649, A and D, CRB 2490, A and D, CRB 24615.
Michael Davis is Mr. Stire's case.
Thank you.
He's in hometown. It's a good report, so you're doing what you're supposed to, and got good screens. Mr. Stire, anything on your behalf?
No, Your Honor, looks like we're off to a good start on this. I don't know what sort of a time frame the court wants to look at for return hearings.
I would say mid-December.
All right, 13th or the 16th then would probably be the best, maybe the 20th.
16th, you're available?
I am available, Your Honor.
December 16th will be Mr. Davis's next hearing. The pre-trials on these cases, December 16th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you. Good job.
Good work.
State of Ohio versus Robert Hatfield III, case number TRD 122423.
Your Honor, Mr. Hatfield was unable to be here today. He's asked for a continuance. He'd like to go out a little further. He has broken his tailbone, so he's a little bit, having some difficulty with mobility. So I'm going to ask for continuance, and just, like I said, the further out we can go, the court's comfortable with, the better.
Mr. Hill? Yeah.
We'd like for him to have some proof of that when he comes back.
I can ask him to bring something showing that.
What is 16th date then again?
Yeah, we can stick with that, Your Honor.
December the 16th will be the next hearing for pretrial on review, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Who was that, Luke?
What?
Who was that?
State of Ohio
You don't-
versus Trevor DeMint, case number CRB 24-344, CRA 23-514, CRA 23-380, CRB 21-167, CRB 19-570.
Okay. So this is the same letter we had before. Mr. Dement is on the video. He's at the I think he's on the lower left there, if I'm seeing correctly. He contacted me today. He has had difficulty with his vehicle. He wasn't able to be here. With the report, I'm just gonna leave it to the court what, you know, in terms of coming back. Obviously, we'd ask that his appearance by video be recognized today.
Well, it says he's getting screens, but it doesn't tell me what the results are of the screens that I see.
I think that's the only time he's been there was when he went to do his assessment at this point.
Okay. And that's
So he hasn't gotten very far in his treatment.
That was November 1st. Well, I think he needs to come in.
I would ask that we set this thing for, let me make sure I'm here Friday. I don't think there's any reason I'm not. Next Friday I have a trial, this Friday I'm here. So I'd ask that we set this either for Friday or Monday. I'm not here on the 22nd due to a jury trial, but I'm here Monday and Friday.
You're here this Friday?
I'm here this Friday.
Let's set it for this Friday. Mr. Dement, you need to be here in person for the next hearing. So that is the 15th, November the 15th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Be here in person.
Be here in person next Friday, or this Friday, rather, I'm sorry,
10 o'clock.
15th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Julian F. Miller, case number CRB 24-642. Julian F. Miller.
Howdy.
I was going to your days on the day I wasn't here, so I haven't gotten any email. It's just a second to be prosecuted.
All right, Mr. Miller, do you have an attorney?
You appointed me one, but.
I was appointed on a day I wasn't here, so this is my first contact with Mr.
All
Miller.
right, you want to talk with him?
That actually is probably for the best. I think the state's making some inquiries as well, so if we could have this recalled.
Okay.
Thank you.
This will be recalled later in the document.
Can I take the court's file, please?
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Thomas Wood II, case number CRB 24-719, CRA 24-259.
Thomas Ward is Mr. Stiers' case, 24-719 and 24-259.
And Your Honor, this is one that we had been out of contact for a period of time. Mr. Ward, I believe, was picked up on a warrant. He was released into treatment with minute reads, and they just picked him up yesterday, I believe.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So we're just absolutely at the beginning of getting started, but we wanted to get back in front of the court to confirm that he had gotten to minute reads.
Okay, any adjustments we need to make at this point?
Starting over, just
Okay. And he's inpatient now.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Well,
I think it'd be worthwhile to go out at least a couple of weeks, let him get acclimated, but not much further than that, probably just to get started.
yeah, let's look.
I'm here the 25th and the 2nd of December.
25th is good. November 25th be the next hearing. Pre-trial. Preliminary hearing that day.
Thank you, sir.
Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Michael Miller, case number TRC 242113, A and B. Your Honor, Mr. Miller is out. No, he's
No, he's just on probation in Guy County.
All right, let's track.
Those are numbers from the HRS office.
242113.
Get your assessment done by the person.
Yes, I did not feel comfortable going to that place where it's Christian base.
Okay, so you're going to this place.
Yes, that's a record of all my drug tests, and that's a letter from my caseworker as well.
Okay.
I'm assuming, yes, she made several copies of it.
Oh, is there several copies in there?
No, that's just the one copy that she gave me. She made other copies that she has with her on hand at the office.
All right, take a look at that. That's his health code services. Okay, great.
Yeah, that's his copy. I'll just throw it away later. But I'll
Okay, all right. Good, good. So, things been going good there?
Everything's going good. I'm actually going to go get that drug tested here a little bit actually there, so.
All right. So, he was uncomfortable about going to Bethesda, so he is going to this facility, Your Honor.
This is the one I've been staying with since I've got my first DUI.
Correct.
He never showed up for services, so I don't know how he's in there.
Okay. Is this outpatient or inpatient? What is it?
Outpatient.
Outpatient.
Is it acceptable to the state?
He said.
Well, we don't have a problem with the agency itself. I don't know anything about it, but that would be up to the court, I guess. But if the court is comfortable with it, we would just ask that he be given a little bit of time in that and see if we can resolve this in the future.
It's not one that I'm really familiar with. The report looks appropriate.
I'll say it's through Galapagos Municipal Court. It's through Galapagos Municipal Court. That's where they sent me. It's based out of Galapagos.
I guess Galapagos Municipal Court uses that facility, so he's on probation in Guy County, so I think that is where you got put on
Correct.
this through.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, is that where his first
Yes.
Yes,
was?
it is.
Okay, so what I understand then is that he wants to continue services for a while to see what kind of reports he gets from
Yeah, and eventually we'll resolve this issue and move on from there.
So I'm sure, as I've heard before, the
Yeah.
state wants to know, is there going to be a legal defense to this, or are we looking at mitigation of sentence? Because if there's going to be a legal defense, then we want to bring that to the fore.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We're looking for more mitigation than a legal defense to it, Your Honor, at the moment. So if we put it out 2 or 3 weeks, we should be able to resolve this. And
I would like to say in response to that, Your Honor, that we encourage Mr. Miller to get in treatment and be successful. And it sounds like he has more than just this reason for doing that. But if there's going to eventually be a plea, we prefer to go ahead and have that done and delay the sentencing and have him be successful in treatment and then If he is successful in treatment, then we would be able to recommend that the disposition not involve any actual imposition of jail time, just a suspended sentence.
We'll do
He's
that.
willing to do that.
We'll do that next time, Your Honor. That's set for another pretrial.
At what point do you think you'd be in a position to?
Couple weeks.
Okay. Okay, we could do the 25th or the 27th. 25th is Monday, 27th is Wednesday.
25th, Your Honor.
All right, November 25th will be the next hearing, and it's anticipated there'll be a plea, or if not a plea, then we'll discuss setting motion or trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, at that point.
All right, you good?
November 25th, 10 o'clock.
Let me do the other case. I'll be out when I get down. Okay, hang out.
State of Ohio versus Deshaun Cooper. Deshaun Cooper, case number TRC 242141 A and B.
This is Mr. Stratton's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, Mr. Cooper and I spoke yesterday, or the day before yesterday. He is currently attending AA meetings, and then he also goes to counseling where?
Crescent Counseling Group.
Crescent Counseling Group. We don't have a letter on that today.
No, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Did you go?
She
Okay.
sent me an email.
Okay. I'm surprised that you got that so quick. We do have a letter, Your Honor. Could you send that to me?
Yeah.
740. Yeah.
11 years.
Yeah.
740.
250. 1335. I'll send it to Judge. I'll forward this on to you, Judge. It's a counseling letter.
You're emailing or texting it?
I am texting it to you once I receive it. We didn't think we would get a letter by today. Good job, by the way.
It has not sent.
Not
Can you
sending?
send it to your email?
Yeah. Your Honor, if you just want to recall this case, I'll get a letter over to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll recall this later in the talk.
Here. Here.
State of Ohio versus E&T Garinger, case number TRD 241314 A, B, and C. Ian Garinger.
Your Honor, I know that he was sick on the 18th of October. We reset it for today, and I haven't heard from him since then.
He was here on November the 4th. Was that a day that you weren't here, maybe?
Maybe, yes. Oh, okay. I was in trial that day, so. So we kept this date, we can see it to another day.
Yeah, there it is, brothers. We just asked for a bench warrant.
Okay, he's got 7 days to get in before a warrant will be issued.
Yes, Your Honor.
I wasn't in here. Should I just call it up?
All right, ready to go to Lawrence County Jail.
Okay, we have some hearings at the jail. We're doing by teleconference.
State of Ohio versus Michael V. Chapin, case number CRB 24726.
All right, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Chafin, I'm Judge Capper. I'm at the Lawrence County Municipal Court, which is located in Chesapeake, Ohio. You're appearing in court today on a monitor that's in the courtroom, so this is the way we do the arraignment hearings now. Your image and what you say is all being captured and recorded, so you don't have to say anything. You have a right to remain silent. But what you do say is on the record, so it can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, you've got a domestic violence charge filed against you. It's in case number 24726. It alleges that on November the 10th in Perry Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Tracy Chaffins, and that she's either a member of your family or lives in your household. That's what makes it domestic violence. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions before you enter a plea?
I was wondering if it's possible to get out of, I don't know, it's called OR or...
Okay, well, I'll consider that, but first you gotta give me a plea, and if you're not sure what to do, you should enter a not guilty plea.
Not guilty?
Okay? Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Are you working, sir?
I have a job interview actually today at McDonald's. It's supposed to be at 2:30.
Okay, but you haven't been working up till now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not being nosy, but I have to go by your gross income, annual income. If you're not working, then you're going to be qualified for a court-appointed lawyer. So I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you. He's here in the courtroom. He's heard about your case. Is there a protection order requested? Okay.
Apparently not. This is Ms. Chafin here that's standing next to me.
Okay, Tracy does not, a lot of times we issue what's called a protection order where you're required to stay away from the complaining party. She doesn't want that. So you have no objection to him, were you all living together?
Yeah.
He can come home then?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to release you on a signature bond, which is what you asked about. So that's called an OR bond, your own recognizance. So you're just going to sign a piece of paper that says, I promise to come to court as I'm ordered to, and as long as you do that, you don't have to pay any money. If you don't show up, you get a warrant, and then you have to pay $1,000 as a penalty for not showing up. So just come to court. There won't be any money required then. Mr. Stratton's going to be your lawyer. He's going to want to know how to get in touch with you. Do you mind sharing, or he can get it from Tracy, a phone number where you can be reached?
Yes, Your Honor. 740-744-5459.
Okay. So then we're going to set a date to come back to court. Is there any rush about getting back on this one? She's not asking for protection order, so.
No,
I suppose so.
The 25th or after would be the best dates for the court.
yeah, any day, Your Honor, after the 25th, would be fine.
Okay, and ma'am, are you working
Yes.
Mondays or Fridays? Does it matter what day of the week?
It varies. I work 3 days a week.
I'm sorry?
I work 3 days a week.
What
So
days?
it varies. My schedule varies. It's not
Okay,
set.
it's not always the same 3
Yeah,
days?
but I can request the day off, so.
Okay, let's set it for November 25th. then. That's a Monday. That'll be the next hearing, November 25th. The pretrial at 10 o'clock And since you're not asking for protection order, since you're not asking for protection order, I assume you're interested in this relationship continuing?
As long as he does what he's supposed to do.
So probably I would suggest, there's a lot of
That's the plan.
available resources for that, so I think that would be a good idea, and no reason to wait until you come back. You might get that started before you come back to the next hearing. Anything, Mr. Stratton?
Nope.
Not guilty plea is entered for you, Mr. Chafin, and you'll be released on the signature bond. 1,000. You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Lisa Drennan, Lawrence County Jail, case number TRC 20-2739, A, B, and C. Anthony Giamarco is on deck.
Okay, ma'am, you are Lisa Drennan? Judge Capper, this is your arraignment hearing on a warrant. It's alleged you didn't come to court on June 7th of this year, 2024, for a review hearing on a conviction for operating a vehicle intoxicated. So it looks like you still had fines and court costs to pay. And we're supposed to go to some counseling for substance use, and there's nothing in the file showing that you did that.
I am in pass right now for that.
Okay.
In Chesapeake. I never received a letter to come to court in June, or I would have been there.
Well, we don't send letters.
Oh,
okay. You would have been told, let's see, the last time you were here, well, you missed before. In fact, this has happened. This is 1, 2, 3. This is the third time this has happened. You missed a hearing July 25th of 2022. Got a warrant in. Got arrested. You weren't arrested for a while. You didn't get arrested until May 31st of 24. Came back and appeared before the court then. Were given a follow-up date of June 7th. Of 24, and then you didn't come to court on June 7th.
talked to a lady at the clerk's office.
I'm sorry?
About that. I talked to a lady at the clerk's office, because she said that there was a warrant out for me. I talked to the lady at the clerk's office. She said that the warrant was recalled because I was going to services, which I was confused as to why I even had a warrant there. So I went to services. I'm still in services at that. And then she said the warrant was recalled. I never knew there was another warrant issued. She said that they would probably reissue it, but I never heard anything about it. I would have been there.
Well, if she told you that, which I seriously doubt, because if I went out there and asked them, they're all going to say they didn't say that, because that is absolutely not the way it works here. So I would be shocked. I would be shocked if they told you that. That's not the way it works.
It was issued, and then it was recalled, and she said they would probably reissue it, but as of right now, there was not an actual warrant.
Okay, well, I'm going to take that as a not guilty plea, that you're saying you didn't fail to appear because you thought the warrant was...
I'm just saying guilty. I mean, if I was been there and I wasn't there, then I'm guilty. If I wasn't there.
Okay, so you don't think you have a defense to not showing up in court?
I mean...
And then, here's the thing, too. I mean, it's kind of common sense. Look, you've had this OVI, it happened in 2020. You pled guilty.
Yes, I went to services for that.
And you went to treatment for a while for that, then you've been sentenced and you have things you're ordered to do. This is the third time you failed to appear for a review hearing since you got sentenced. So, okay, it's time for you to be quiet and listen to me. If you're confused about what you need to do, now you said that you called in But what you say the clerk's told you, that's not the way the court works. We don't just withdraw a warrant because you called in and said you're going to services. That's not the way it works. You would have to appear in court, and I'm the only one that can withdraw a warrant. The clerks do not, cannot, and would not withdraw a warrant because they know they would be fired if they did that without my approval. So I'm not buying that. That didn't happen. And now you're in jail, the third time. This is the third time you've gone to jail over not getting this stuff done. And you're still making excuses. How long you been in jail now?
Yesterday.
And
And all I need to do is pay the fine?
Well, you guys show me that you completed treatment, and you said you're a PATH now?
Yes, I'm past right now.
You did go to Lawrence County Recovery at one point.
Yes.
How did you get arrested on this warrant?
I pulled over for the bridge day and ended up, they charged me with drug possession. I went to court in front of Judge Waldo.
Waldo? So it was in the western end of the county.
Okay, so I'm currently on probation with Leanne Wassel right now. And doing PATH services, and I just review here and there to pay all my fines. I paid on it, I did not know there was a warrant, and I got paper when I got down here.
Okay, so you still have to go to Iron Municipal then too?
Tomorrow, or yes, this Saturday.
Okay.
But I paid on it, but all I have to do.
No. Well, guess what? My bailiff tells me that you got a warrant out of Gowdy County also. So you're gonna have to deal with that too.
It's a non-pickup. I have already been in touch with them.
Where are you living now?
In West Virginia.
Okay. Well, you did pay some of your fine, but you still owe $535.
I can pay half of that today.
Okay, you were sentenced to 30 days in jail, 25 suspended. So
I just got this job, I don't want to lose it and then not be able to pay anybody.
what job is that?
It's a cleaning service over in Huntington.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my probation officer call your probation officer in Ironton Municipal, so we'll kind of coordinate. I've got 25 days over your head. Let's see what they've got over your head and what they want to do. I mean, I'd like to give you the chance to make sure you're clean, but I don't know, you know, sometimes that's just a pipe dream. I give people chances all the time, but they don't take advantage of it. So maybe you serve a better purpose by being an example to all these people that are sitting here watching if I just put you in jail.
I have a warrant over there.
I know you do. So you may be going to jail anyway, so I'm going to let Mr. Major talk to Iron Municipal about what they're planning on doing, and so we'll work something out. I didn't really want you to go to jail, but look, you're not doing anything you're not making a good faith effort to get stuff done. Okay, well, color me skeptical on that. I'll see you back later after Mr. Major. Look, the court does run on money. We have to have money to exist. I feel like it's my duty to try to collect funds so that the citizens don't have to pay for everything. People that use the court should have to pay some of it, but that's not my driving force. You paying your fines doesn't do that much. I mean, I'd rather see you get clean. That would, if you told me you were clean, that would go,
Well, I am, but,
that would
all I
go.
owe you is money, right?
No, you were supposed to go to counseling also, so,
That's what I'm going counseling right now.
okay, I have no proof of that, so. I'll have you back after Mr. Major talks to our municipal probation.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Anthony Gianmarco, case number CRB 24724. Jeffrey Scott Spencer is on deck. Your Honor, this is Mr. Morford's case. I believe it's set for sentencing. Mr. Morford is tied up in the juvenile court, you also heard. And Mr. Stocker said he would stand in if necessary.
Okay. Well, this was a Walmart theft offense. It looks like there must have been a plea. Was there a plea on Friday? Yes, it's set for sentencing today. And he took a screen on Friday. Was dirty on methamphetamine, ecstasy, THC, and buprenorphine.
Do you know what state do you reside in, sir?
Ohio?
South Point.
Do you have a medical card?
Yes.
I don't know if the court's pleasure would be to have him assessed for treatment and then, I'm sorry. He has an APA holder.
Okay.
Is this Mr. Gianmarco?
Yes.
Yes.
He has an APA holder, so this may be a moot point.
Well, can we find out what, I think this may be one of those situations, they're waiting to see what we do, we're waiting to see what they do, so we need to coordinate with adult parole authority for all.
Do you know who your APA officer is?
Justin Preston, when he sent somebody up there to screen me, because I get prescription for my Suboxone, the Buell.
All right.
But he said he would release the holder as long as you guys would release me from the court. And I would be willing to do in-house treatment or whatever.
Sure. Let me call, see if I can get a hold of Mr. Preston, which I'm going to tell you is not a definite thing, but I will attempt to get a hold of him and see what I can arrange. So I'd ask to have this recalled.
You want to follow?
Might not hurt.
Okay, we'll recall you, Mr. Gianmarco, later in the document.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey Scott Spencer at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 24725.
All right, Jeffrey Scott Spencer. I think you know I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. This is over charges out of state, but you still have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything about it. If you choose to make statements, though, it's all being recorded. It's on the record. It could be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney. You have a right to have one appointed if you can't afford one. Any of those things?
Yes.
So it's alleged from the state of West Virginia, Division of Corrections and Rehabilitation, that they have a warrant for your arrest from Cabell County, West Virginia. It's an old one from back in 2014 originally, that you were released on parole from Salem Correctional Center 22nd day of April of 2024, and that they're alleging you've got parole violation charges in West Virginia. So they've issued a warrant for your arrest, well, for Jeffrey Scott Spencer, assuming that's you, and want you extradited to West Virginia on these charges. Do you understand the charges against you, Mr. Spencer?
Yes, sir.
Do you want an attorney appointed to represent you on the extradition here? Does he have things here too?
Your Honor, he has a West Virginia parole holder and an Ohio APA holder. Ohio is willing to let him go to West Virginia if he signs.
Okay, did you hear that, Mr. Spencer?
Yes, sir.
So you can have an attorney, you can have one here in this court. The only issue that I'm going to be deciding, though, is whether or not you should be sent back to West Virginia. I won't be deciding whether you violated your parole or not. That's not for me to decide. The court in West Virginia will decide that. But I do get to decide if they have a good faith basis for asking for you to be extradited to West Virginia. That's the only issue I'll be deciding. You can waive extradition if you wish. You don't have to. If you waive extradition, then I'll look at whether there should be a bond set on this. If I think there should be, I'll set a bond. If you can post that bond, I'd let you go turn yourself in West Virginia. Then the bond will be released if you do that. If you can't post the bond, then I'll give West Virginia a time frame in which they have to come pick you up. You understand the way this works?
Yes, sir.
How do you want to proceed? Do you want a lawyer in this court? Do you want to proceed, and that would result eventually with an extradition hearing? Or you can waive extradition, and by doing that, you're not admitting that you violated your parole, you're just admitting you're Jeffrey Scott Spencer, and there's a good reason for you to go to West Virginia on these charges.
I mean, I'm just curious how I violated my parole in West Virginia, but I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't have anything on that. I just have what the original charge was, and that they say you violated parole. So I'm going to guess, usually it has, a lot of times, parole has reporting requirements, and you may have violated those, but I don't know that. They didn't specify what the violations are.
Yeah. I guess I'll waive it, I mean.
Well, you need to be sure. So, because once you've waived and you go, you're gone. If you think you have some question about it and you want to challenge their right to get you out of Ohio into West Virginia, then you need to have an attorney here. But that probably means you'll either have to post a bond or you'll be sitting in Lawrence County Jail while you wait on that issue to be resolved.
I mean, I guess I can go ahead and waive it, Mr. Casper, it's fine.
All right. A waiver will be sent down. A waiver will be sent down to the jail for you to sign. Since they don't give me the specifics on why they think you violated your parole, I'm going to go ahead and set a bond for you. If they give me something really serious, like you committed a very gross offense or something, then I will make the bond high. If they don't give me anything on that. So I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 cash or surety, which is not that high. Is that a bond you think you can post?
How much would it be though?
Well, usually that's not up to me. I'm not in the bail bond business, but I've been around it for a while, so I'm going to say 10%, $500.
Yeah, I might be able to do that.
Okay, do you want to talk to Mr. Sowers? He's the one that usually posts bonds around here.
Yeah.
You don't have to use him. You can use any bail bonds when you get qualified with the court. But he's the one that posts 95% of the bonds here.
Okay, I think I know his number. I'll get a hold of him.
Okay.
How long does West Virginia got to come get it?
Well, I'm not going to decide that until you tell me, because I'm not going to tell them they have to come get you, and then you post bond. So they show up to the jail in Ironton, and they say, sorry, he's not here. He's already posted bond. So how much time do you think you need to find out if you can post bond?
Probably 2 days.
Okay, well, let's set it back for Friday.
Okay.
That's 3 days. I'll give you till Friday to post bond. If you post bond, well, you either have to if you post bond, get out of jail, either turn yourself in West Virginia by Friday, or show up in my court in Chesapeake, and I know you know where that is, on Friday, and we'll figure out how we're going to go forward from there. If you're still in the jail, I'll see you just like this on teleconference, and then I'll give West Virginia a time frame. If you don't say, I want more time to try to post bond, I'll give them a time frame in which they have to come get you.
What if they got a hold on you, though, Captain, like a cross got a hold?
They said they'll lift it to let you go to West Virginia. Ohio says they will lift your holder to let you go to West Virginia.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to set his next hearing for the 15th. So if you get out of jail, you either got to be in, if you're in custody in West Virginia on Friday, that's fine, case here's over. Or if you show up here Friday, walk in the doors and say, I posted bond and this is what I'm planning to do, we'll talk about how much time I'll give you to go turn yourself in.
Okay.
If you haven't been able to post bond, I'll see you just like this.
All right,
Okay. November 15th is the next hearing, 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, that's the only thing we can do. The Warren County Jail will have to recall it later.
Okay, we'll be coming back to the jail later after, I know there's some things the lawyers were talking to their clients about. So we'll come back to this, any cases we have here that we can call.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Weinmiller, case number CRB 24728, A and B. This is
Are you Christopher?
Yes. Christopher Weinmiller, is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Weinmiller, it's alleged that at Union Township on November the 8th, without the right to do so, you restrained Kayla Workman from her liberty. That's unlawful restraint is the charge against you. That's a third-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 60 days in jail and a $500 fine. Then 728B case number is domestic violence charge. It alleges same time and place. You knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Kayla Workman. That's she's either a member of your family or lives in your household. So that's a first-degree misdemeanor domestic violence. The maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand these two charges?
Yes.
And I've explained the rights of defendants before, but I'm happy to explain them again to you. Do you understand your rights, or do you want me to go over them again?
I understand, sir.
Do you have any questions before you enter a plea?
No, sir.
What plea do you wish to enter?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Kroger, overnight, stocking.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much per hour?
13 with a $2 shift differential.
Okay, so is that 15 then, or?
Some of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Most of the shift, but some of the shift is 13.
Well, what I'm told I have to do is figure out what your gross annual income is. So do you know what that is, what you show in your income tax return is your gross income per year?
It's supposed to be roughly around 35.
Do you have any children you're supporting?
I have joint custody of a 13-year-old, and then there's a 3-month-old by Kayla Workman.
Okay, so you got 2 children.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're eligible then, court-appointed counsel. Mr. Stratton, I'll appoint you.
Good morning, Chris. Hey, how we doing?
Bond and protection order.
There is a protection order requested. We're not opposed to no R bond, but I guess we need to see if there's a problem with living arrangements.
Do you have a place to live, Mr. Weinmiller, other than with Caleb?
No, sir.
Where have you been staying?
I was staying with my cousin and his family.
Since Friday?
Actually, no, they vacated the home a couple days ago. My aunt verified that they handed the keys, and I came home.
All right, now, I'm told by Ms. Workman that Mr. Weinmiller has the keys to his house. She's moved out.
Okay.
So I haven't been staying there since Friday.
she's out of the house.
And has no plans of going back.
Only if I'm allowed to retrieve some of my things and for the baby.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I'm going to order him to stay away from you. And that's what you want, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So how are we going to work? He's going to be allowed to go back. How are we going to work this out? What things do you need to get out?
I want to get some of the baby clothes, some sentimental items, and the baby book with all of the sentimental items from the hospital has mysteriously went missing. And so if you could produce that, I would like it.
Okay, and you don't have access right now?
No, sir.
I have no idea. I have
You want to talk about that? Or?
Your Honor, he doesn't know what those items that,
Well, I can find the clothes and all of that. The baby book, I haven't seen that in, since we had gotten it.
is there somebody you can give the keys to for to go in and get this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He can vacate
Yeah,
for a
absolutely.
little while for her to go in and get what she needs to get, and then,
Can you do that when court's over? Or? Okay.
all right. So you can give the keys to somebody to go let her in and then right after court. Yeah, that's what we'll do, Your Honor. Give the keys to somebody to let her in and then get that done right after court.
So what the court's main goal here is that, and I'm not going to assume that what's alleged actually happened, but I don't want there to be a new allegation that something happened, so that's why I'm ordering you to stay apart.
I understand, sir.
And also, part of that is let things die down. Don't post things about her on social media.
No worries, sir.
I mean, that
No
happens. And then things flare back up again. So let's let things die down.
Of course,
Get
sir.
quiet. Stay away from each other for a while. Don't post things about each other.
This is the protection order.
And then we'll come back to court eventually.
Copy that, sir.
Signature bond, Your Honor.
Yes, he can sign $1,000. Well, he's got a bond up. So that's continued.
All right, good.
What about, so he's the father of the baby,
Yes.
not the older?
He's the father of both, but the 13-year-old is from a previous marriage, Your Honor.
Okay, so she's with,
Rebecca Hines, she's in the courtroom.
okay, but I don't need to be worried about visitation on that, but what about with the baby?
I'm getting an attorney. He's on copious amounts of substances that are not safe to be around a child.
Okay, so, well, we probably need to come back sooner than later.
Yes, Your
Yes.
Honor.
Are you available either day next week?
Friday.
22nd?
Yes.
Okay, let's do the 22nd.
All right.
November 22nd will be the next hearing, pre-trial at 10 o'clock. We're going to work out the exchange of some of the personal items,
Yeah, right after court, Your Honor.
and then hopefully no further problems, be back on the 22nd for a pre-trial.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
versus Austin David Porter, case number CRB 24727.
And sir, you're Austin Porter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have a disorderly conduct charge filed against you, 24-727 is the case number. It alleges that at Rome Township on November 9th, 2024, you caused inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm to other people by engaging in fighting, threatening to do harm to other persons or their property, being violent or turbulent. That, here's the thing, it's not a jailable offense. The maximum penalty is a $150 fine. There's no possible jail time on this offense. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true, and by doing that, you waive your right to have a trial and to have a lawyer. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll accept your guilty plea. Mr. Hill, do you have any report on this?
I do, Your Honor. This is the statement from Deputy Cochran of the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. On November 9th, 2024, I was dispatched to a residence located at 1483 County Road 42 in Proctorville in response to a call for service regarding Austin and Jonathan Porter coming home from a party drunk and attempting to fight everyone in the house. Trevor Porter attempted to corral Jonathan Porter into his bedroom, and he began fighting and cussing with him and telling him that they could take it to the front yard. Trevor Porter also advised that Austin Porter then got aggressive with him, and Trevor picked him up and carried him to his room, but Austin then challenged him to a fight out in the front yard as well. Trevor Porter advised that it did not get any more physical than that. Austin Porter was then placed in handcuffs and into my patrol car, and JP was located a short while later and placed into custody with no incident. So I'm guessing Jonathan might be a minor.
He went to the juvenile center, it looks like.
Yeah. Deputy Chin transported both arrestees due to call volume at the time of the events. JP went to the juvenile center. Austin Porter was taken to Lawrence County Jail to await his arraignment.
Okay, do you have any explanation?
No, I shouldn't have did that. I learned my lesson.
Who's Trevor Porter?
That's my uncle.
Do you live with him, or?
Yes, sir.
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Your Honor, we got a statement from Trevor,
Okay.
maybe even this morning. I don't know if he's still here or not. Is he still
Is
here?
Trevor Porter here?
No.
Says Austin just was fighting with everyone. He's never like this. This was his first time ever doing anything like this. Everything was just a misunderstanding, so I just want to drop the charges. Well, technically, he's not a victim in this matter, but that's his feelings. That's the brother that allegedly carried this young man into his bedroom or whatever, so.
It's an uncle.
Uncle, okay, so he must be a pretty big guy himself.
So why are you living with your uncle?
Like he just stays with us sometimes. I don't like always live
Oh,
with
so
him. Yeah.
who's paying for the roof over your
My
head and the
grandparents.
food?
My grandparents.
Who?
My grandparents, yeah.
Where were they when all this was going on?
They were there at the house.
Probably not very happy either.
No.
I'm gonna guess. So, your both grandparents are living?
Yes, sir.
How old are they? They're here?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here. So you've got This is your grandson, you've got his brother there, it's a grandson?
Yeah.
Did you all raise him, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you've got one of your sons is there too? That's Trevor?
Just every now and then.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing he was there that night.
Yes. But they've never done this before, nothing, they just
Went to a party.
went to a party and shouldn't have.
Well,
They never give us no trouble.
do you have a job, Austin?
No, sir.
Why not?
I'm currently looking for a job. I have applications in.
I didn't hear the last thing.
I have applications in right now.
Okay. Well, you need to find one.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you are feeding him too?
Yep.
Does he have a car?
Huh?
Does he have a car?
No, they ain't gonna operate.
Does he drive your car?
Who?
How did he get to the party?
What's the friend?
So let me get this straight. You're going out and partying and getting drunk and coming home and causing a big hiccup at your grandparents' house, and you don't even have a job. These people feed you, clothe you, do everything for you, and you're doing nothing but causing them grief.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am.
These people don't need that.
Yeah.
And if I give you a fine, they'll just have to pay it. Because he doesn't have two nickels to rub together, does he?
Nope.
Where's County Road 42?
Athalia.
Athalia,
Yeah.
okay. Athalia Road? Which one is County Road 42?
Huh?
Where do y'all live?
It's on Main Street in Athalia.
Okay, well, that's all, 7 is what runs right through the middle of Athalia.
Yeah.
Is it on 7 or off?
Off 7.
Okay. Have you ever had a job?
Yes, sir.
Doing what?
I used to work at Wendy's, and then I used to work at Dollar General for a little bit.
Okay. Are you able-bodied?
What is it, sir?
Are you able, you got anything wrong with you?
No, sir.
Okay, how'd you like to make $20-some an hour?
Yeah.
But you gotta work hard.
Yeah, I would.
And you gotta be outside in the winter, and you gotta be outside in the summer where it's hot.
Yes, sir.
You able to do that?
Yep.
And pay these people for some of the groceries and utilities and all the other stuff they're paying for you?
Yes, sir.
You still got that contact?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got Superior Marines always looking for people to work, but it's hard work, but they pay you pretty good. But I tell you what, you get a job like that, you won't feel like going out and partying at night. Because you're gonna be so tuckered out, you wanna come home, get some supper. That's what my mom always called it, supper. It's not dinner, it's supper. You have supper and then you go to bed. Watch a little TV, go to bed. Get up the next morning and do it over again.
Yes, sir.
That cures some of this acting out. 'Cause I've got some grandsons, they're not as old as you, but they're getting their 13's the oldest one. And my son calls it getting the evil out. He takes them out and makes them run, play sports, do stuff like that. You gotta get the evil out. So you work a little bit hard, you get some of that evil out, and you won't have to go to a party and get it out. You come home and tear up Jack. Have to have your uncle carry you up to bed.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to sentence you to a $150 fine, but I'm going to suspend it on the condition that you do 5 days of community service.
Yes, sir.
And so, and I'll even let you work off your fine, your court costs. I'm going to let you work it so these people don't have to pay it.
All right. Thank you.
And Mr. Cooper will get you set up with a place to do community service. And it's not that hard, but you know, you might or he's still even cutting grass, or pick up litter, do something to help the community, it's better than paying a fine that your grandparents would have to pay. And he'll also give you contact information to apply for a job, where you can make some real money.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to meet with Mr. Cooper, and then you're free to go. And I don't want to see you back here again. If he does come back, I want you to charge him with something jailable, because next time you come back, you do something like this, you're going to go to jail for a while. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're getting a little bit of a pass this time. We all make mistakes. You made a mistake. Here's the key. Learn from it. A lot of people just keep making the same mistakes over and over, and they don't ever learn. It's okay to make a mistake, particularly if you learn from it, but don't do it again.
Do you want him to have a review hearing?
Yeah, let's set a review hearing about 60 days out.
Okay.
So we'll make it in January 17th. Okay, do you have any questions, Austin?
No, sir.
Okay. Take care of business.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Smith, case number CRB 24-171. Brittany Smith.
All right, Ms. Smith is here now, and she's at RRS, and I think you have a report. You already given me a report?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, Taylor is going to screen her. I don't know if the results are back yet.
Okay, maybe we need to do one here?
Yes, and I've talked to Ms. Smith this morning and explained to her that she needs to get compliant with.
Oh, she's already done one.
Okay, 1 second.
Let's do another one. If you want to show it to Mr. Okay, we'll have her back out after we do another screen.
State of Ohio versus Julian F. Miller, case number CRB 24-642.
Sorry, I don't want it really fast.
Mr. Steyer's case. Mr. Miller, Mr. Steyer.
You know, I've spoken now to Mr. Miller. I'm familiar with the case. I think the state, Jasmine made some phone calls. I don't know what the state's pleasure at this point is.
He's got main guardianship.
Okay. So-
And they've had him since he's 4 years old.
So we were able to find out more. We had to do some checking in order to find the right people to talk to. And Mr. Miller is the guardian of this young fella, and he's also the grandfather. And then his ex-wife is the other guardian. They don't live together. But anyway, we spoke with her, and she says that the child is not always behaving as he should, and this was an instance of the child acting out. And he explained things to the authorities that maybe weren't exactly true. So what we would do at this time is nolly the charge, and if there are further problems, we'd refile it, but we don't anticipate doing that.
So what they're saying is they're going to dismiss it, Mr. Miller. So
Well, thank you.
sorry for your inconvenience.
That's all right, but thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're free to go.
State of Ohio versus Curtis and case number CRB 24673.
Mr. Stratton's case is set for a pre-trial date.
Do what?
You can buy it,
Okay.
She said she still has the eviction.
Okay. Well, and what we... Your Honor, this is a cross-filing. Clarence Mahan is the other party. If there's no problems for 90 days, it's dismissed. Okay, so... Your Honor, I believe that...
Clarence Mahan also set today?
Yes.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Clarence Mayhem, case number CRA 24674, CRB 24675 A and B, CRD 21187. Mr. Morford's case, but Mr. Steyer is standing in.
I think
Mr. Steyer?
he was speaking with his client in the hallway, Your Honor. I don't think he heard.
Okay. This is Clarence Mahan, this is Mr. Morford's case. This is the first pre-trial, and there's actually a preliminary hearing on one of these.
So, Your Honor, and I don't know whether they've resolved their conflict that led to this or not, but what we would propose at this point is that if they wanted to stay away from each other, not have any more problems for the next 90 days, we would dismiss the charges. They thought that would solve things.
Was there a, Mr. Hill, was there a protection order issued in this case?
Yes.
Okay.
Was it in each direction? Mr. Mahan is agreeable to that, Your Honor.
We're agreeable to that also, Your Honor, but he would like to discuss with the court about a modification of the protection order, and you can better explain it. Go ahead.
My 84-year-old mother relies on me to take care of her generator. She does not have regular electricity, and I'm her power of attorney, medical and otherwise, and the executor of her will and estate. And I take care of her animals that she has and take her back and forth to the doctor. And that's put a big strain on my wife having to take care of that in the meantime, so that I didn't break no protection order.
So,
and I would like permission to continue to take care of my mother.
Are you all brothers? Or?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Okay.
And
So
she was
your
also,
with him?
my mother, no, he does not live with me. And he, with my mother. He uses my mother's address but lives in a trailer up the road from her.
Okay, so he's
And
on
my
the same
mother,
property then.
my mother has gave him a vacate order that which he has followed to vacate the property.
How far apart is the house and the trailer?
He ain't 30 yards from my front door.
From your front door? Or
Yes, from my front door, he's over 100 yards from my mother.
And where's, I'm trying to understand, you and he and your mother all live on the same property?
Yes, I'm in contract to buy part of the property.
I got it then, I understand that. Would there be a problem with him going to where your mom is?
I have no problem with that. I also go to my mom's, so I have a legal address there. I live there.
I mean, I guess basically.
You can work it out where you take turns?
Take turns being at mom's house.
My mother has vacated him from the premises, and she's gonna follow through with a
I can't go get none of my stuff or anything because of this protection order.
Well, that's something you're going to discuss with Mr. Morford. He can make arrangements with the prosecutors to get you permission to get your belongings.
I was even going to move my trailer, but I can't.
Okay.
He can move his trailer. He can
Well,
take it out of there.
He can't do that under terms of protection order without working it out with the court.
I'm at church on Thursdays and Sundays. I'm not home.
Again, that's outside my purview here today.
Yeah,
If Mr. Morford wants to raise these issues, he's certainly welcome to contact the state.
Your Honor, I think a modification to the protection order allow him to go see his mom when he's not around, just that.
I think we're
You're
agreeable
okay
with
with
that.
that? You're
Yes.
okay with that? Okay. Doesn't seem like it should be that hard.
No.
No.
As far as the belongings go, I'm gonna
dog there.
Okay, well, and when he's not there, you can go take care of the dog. As long as you're not both there at the same time, no problem.
Yes.
Now, Clarence also has an old case where he still has to work on. It's 21-187. He's done his community service, but he still owes fines.
Okay. He indicates he's done some community service since last we were here that may go toward fines. I don't know.
I've not received it.
No, I can't get the form and everything because it's in my trailer. Can't go there.
The paperwork is in a place he's apparently barred from going, but.
Well, I should be able, where did he do the work?
With ODE step. It was,
Windsor
Wilgus,
County,
yeah,
That's where
the cleanup day.
community service before, I believe.
Okay. Well, either get a duplicate or get the one you got and bring it in.
Okay.
So we'll set a review hearing for that, on that. Let's just do it at the same time. So we're gonna go about 90 days out. I'll put his review hearing at the same time. What I'm showing he's got left is $415 still owed. He's done his community service. So we're looking at mid-February for comeback hearing.
Yes.
I don't have Mr. Morford's calendar, so you can set it with Mr. Stratton's calendar. If Mr. Morford has a conflict, he can address that.
Any day in February, Your Honor.
14th?
Yes.
Okay, next hearing will be February 14th to 25.
Valentine's Day.
For pre-trials, there's time waivers, and it'll be a review hearing on the old case for the parents. So get that stuff done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And I'm telling Mr. Morford to take care of getting you the belongings. Okay, that's it.
That's all.
You're free to go, yes.
State of Ohio versus Don A. Rice III, case number CRB 24639. Mr. Stratton's case.
Your Honor, Mr. Rice had every intention to get here. His car broke down. And his wife called me this morning telling me that his car broke down. He's out of town working and was not able to get back into town. She said, I'll come to tell the court that if necessary, she's here. So I just asked this to be set for another date. He'll be there. He'll be at court at that date.
This Friday's pretty booked out. How about sometime the week after?
The 22nd?
22nd?
Yeah.
Defendant's request, case is continued to February 22nd for another pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Ashley Wallace, case number CRB 24557.
Mr. Stratton's case is set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, we're set today for a pretrial. We're going to plead guilty to the charge today. I understand the court's take on that, so she'll go.
All right, is that correct, Ms. Wallace? You're going to change your plea to guilty?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
And I've already signed like a thing at Walmart that I'm not allowed or going to go back to.
Okay.
And I knew that was wrong.
Before I send you, I want you to go do a urine screen, and then come back in here and I'll send you after you do the screen.
Yeah, he does that with everybody. So,
Yeah, it's not just you, I do that for everybody.
So just go around here
I have a
and take the probation.
significant number of people testing dirty once they shoplifted a Walmart.
Yeah. Just go over probation, actually.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Howard, case number PRC 242216, A and B.
Timothy Howard.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now, made a notation, I will allow you to appear by Zoom. Do you have an attorney, Mr. Howard?
Yes, Your Honor, I have an appointment tomorrow with Mark McCown at 1 p.m.
Okay.
He told me to appear in Zoom if I could or in person and ask for it to be set under 3 to 4 weeks.
Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's go out. So we're looking in December. Let's make it December the 9th, so that's 4 weeks.
Okay.
December the 9th at 10 o'clock will be your next hearing.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Donnell Hall, case number TRD 22-175, excuse me, 125. Case number TRC 21-371, A, B, and C, CRB 21-103.
Set for pre-trial.
You know, I don't know if we'll reflect on that since she's on the pre-trial. She has done some community service.
Okay.
I plan on, I started to take Mondays off so I can get the rest of my community services done. Be here this Monday as well.
These are all on review, so what's your level now on your methadone? Do you
I'm
know?
at 50 milligrams.
Okay.
I was up to 70 when I first started in here.
Are you still?
Yes, I'm still titrating down, or however they say, yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to switch over to butyrate?
No, I'm just gonna go, get off of the methadone and stay off the methadone. I don't wanna be on anything else.
Okay. All right. The only thing I'm showing you need to do is finish with your treatment, and you do have some community service to do.
Yes, like I said, I'm gonna start taking Mondays off because I work Monday through Friday normally, and a Saturday has just been too hard for me with my kid, out of school. So I'm adjusting my schedule to where it'd be off on Mondays. So I'll start coming Monday when my kid's at school.
Okay. That works. I'll set your next review December the 9th.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pre-trial review, actually, is what it is.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Jason R. McClure, case number CRB 18-1342.
Okay, this is on the sentencing docket because you have a bond that you posted now. You just have to pay off your fines.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a payment today?
No, sir, I do not. I just started a new job at Calgon Carbon, and as soon as I get my first check, like next week, I want to come in and pay it off.
Your Honor, if I may, I have a note that Mr. McClure was ordered on October 11th to be here on October 12th for community service.
Okay.
He told me that I could come and do $100 for the day. And I was going to try to come and do that, but I didn't have transportation, so I didn't make it.
Where do you live?
Getaway, out by the Collins Career Center.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Yes,
On
sir.
the 12th, I believe, is when we was doing the Windsor Township cleanup day.
Yeah, that was why I volunteered to do it, because it was 100 instead of 50, I believe.
Does he not owe community service? I think he was ordered because he hadn't made a payment.
Right. He hadn't done anything for a while on his case. The last payment was, did make a payment, a pretty big payment in August of this year, so. All right, well,
Sorry, I didn't know that I was ordered to do I thought that I could get like the double, instead of the 50, that it would be the 100 for
let's
working
just
that
get it
day.
finished, and I won't.
Well, as soon as I get my
Give you another
first,
chance.
yes, sir. As soon as I get my first check, I'll come in and pay it off.
I'll set it for, since you made a big payment, I'll give you some time. December 30th, you get it paid off, but then you don't have to be here. December 30th for sentencing at 10 o'clock. You do it, pay it off, you don't have to come in. If you haven't got it done, you gotta show up. If you don't show up, Mr. Sowers will be fetching you in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, December 30th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thanks, sir.
Your Honor, may I?
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Robert E. Hensley, case number CRB 23-324, CRA 21-345, CRB 21-346, CRB 21-115A and B. Mr. Morford's case, Mr. Steyer.
Your Honor, I apologize, I wasn't aware of this one.
It's Mr. Morford's, well, yeah, actually it was a review. I think it's a pre-trial review.
Has Mr. Morford been reappointed?
Looks like he has been, yes. Has he been standing up with you, Mr. Morford, or not?
Last time I've only been here twice since I've turned myself in, he hasn't.
Okay.
Your Honor, he's compliant with treatment. He's also been going up to the senior center in Proctorville and working community service towards his fines and court costs.
All right, so I'll just set it for a review hearing next time. It won't be a pre-trial review.
Okay.
So we'll make it for December 16th for review hearing at 3 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Josie Jenkins, case number CRA 24-6. Joey Jenkins.
This is Mr. Stiers' case. My notes were he's going to go to hometown. I don't know if that happened. Last entry was October 28th. He has court with Higher Municipal, released to hometown for inpatient if he gets released from Higher Municipal.
I'm sorry. Okay, they're taking a look.
Okay.
Joey Jenkins.
He's not on the jail list. This is a felony. It's a possession methamphetamine charge. Now, is Mr. Gwynn still here?
Yes.
The bond form from the jail says RRS, but my order says hometown recovery.
If I remember correctly, there may have been a conflict that prevented his going to hometown. I think, unless I'm confusing this with another case, there was one we had last week where an alleged victim was also at hometown or was also at a facility, and so we had to rearrange where someone went. Joey Jenkins? If I have a few moments to do a little bit of research and see what's happening, and it's possible that maybe he didn't get out from Ironton and that, but they didn't know to put him on this docket. I'll see what I can find out. Well, I didn't know if you had the whole jail list. I think you just had the short jail list. I've got a copy of the file, Your Honor. I'll just make some calls.
Your Honor, I texted Major about him. He took off walking as soon as he got to the house. He was the one that, I guess he needed to take care of his father, but he also tested positive in the other courts. So they ordered him to be residential. He did not want to do it. He's the one that lives out Waterloo.
Waterloo.
Yes.
Well, that actually probably answers the question then, Your Honor.
So then to the state, do you want to keep the case here with a warrant from this court or send it on to the grand jury?
We'd like to keep it here.
Okay, there'll be a warrant issued here for failure to appear and leaving treatment.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Justin Hargis, case number CRB 24722, A, B, and C, CRB 24723, Justin Hargis.
Mr. Stiers' case, on the hearing.
And Your Honor, Mr. Hargis,
supposed to go to Bethesda.
It's mine, he's here.
is he here? Just a moment, Your Honor, I apologize.
I thought I saw him.
This was the one.
Mr. Hargis was here.
I saw him in the hallway.
Justin Hargis?
He said hi to me in the hallway a minute ago.
They said he is here somewhere, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'd ask to have this recalled, I apologize.
We'll recall. There's not that many places here you can hide.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly McCann, case number CRA 24720. Your Honor, this is Mr. Morford's case. I guess Mr. Stiles standing in.
Kimberly McCann.
I might have to get her phone because I don't think I
Yeah,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Stiles?
Yes.
You had court today, because yesterday was there. You haven't talked to everything. Usually send it out the court.
Is this Mr. Morford's case?
Okay, yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she just got out of jail on Friday, so I don't believe she's had time to, I spoke with her over the phone and we agreed that she was able to do outpatient, so we have to just get her scheduled to go in.
And she can do that this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna get her scheduled now. She says she went in but wasn't seen, so I'll call and get everything scheduled for her before she leaves.
And you're a West Virginia resident?
I am now, yes, sir.
And you have a West Virginia Medicaid card, or
No,
how do you pay for medical service?
I have a job.
You got
I work.
health insurance?
No.
Okay, you just have to self-pay.
I have to pay for it, yeah.
Okay. You can work with her then.
Yeah, they'll do like a sliding scale fee or something for her.
Okay, so that can happen this week? You can get in, get your assessment?
I called yesterday, because they were open yesterday, and the guy I talked to, Brandon, he said that without anything from you guys, because they don't have anything, any type of paperwork for it, that there was nothing they could do.
And I've run into that before in situations where somebody has come in without insurance. They've not wanted to talk to the people without something from the court saying that they're directed. So an entry directing that she seek treatment at OVP would probably be a help.
I think that.
Well, that may have been generated, not given to her as well, though. Well, that's what's not given.
Well, let's be more, there is one that says she's to get an assessment.
They need something that actually specifies
Yeah,
OVP.
if I can get that.
She's required to get an assessment at OVP.
I'll get it sent
Furnish
over.
that to her, and then also you can assist her in getting it set up.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's come back then. December 6th.
I'm going to tell Mr. Morford that date if it's an issue for him. I'll leave it to him.
That's a Friday. Is that a date you can be available?
I'll make it, yes.
December 6th will be your next hearing.
Yes, sir.
10 o'clock.
Don't leave till we keep that in.
State of Ohio recalls Ashley Wallace, case number CRB 24557.
Seen the result?
I have not.
Ms. Wallace, how do you pay for medical service?
I have a medical card.
Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
You had treatment before?
No.
You live in South?
Yes.
Are you employed?
Yes.
Where you work?
Ranchito is a Mexican restaurant in Huntington.
Taylor, you want to do the assessment? Okay, I'm going to direct you to Bethesda for an assessment. And I guess we'll just go ahead. She has an OR bond, so I'll go ahead and sentence her.
Okay.
There's no advantage to delaying sentencing since she doesn't have a bond up.
All right.
Is there anything else you want to tell me? You saw the results. Anything you want to say about it? Or?
I've been dealing with the loss of my ex-husband, and it was the anniversary, and it's no excuse. And I typically don't use drugs, but I did Saturday, and I think more than I think drug rehab or something like that. I think I need more counseling of how to cope with this for me and my son.
Here's the thing, and I'm seeing cocaine.
Yeah.
It used to be kind of rare. We didn't see it very much, but it's making a comeback in our community. But the problem with any street drug now is that even though somebody tells you I'm giving you some cocaine, or I'm selling you some cocaine, or however it comes into your possession, you don't really know what it is.
And that's what my ex-husband passed away from, was something like that. And I'm the one left to raise our son, and I'm sometimes handling it in the wrong way. So,
Yeah.
and that's what I did on Saturday.
It's not safe to use any street drugs now. Anything.
And like I said, I'm not making an excuse. I really.
Even if somebody gives you something that they say is a pill.
Right.
You don't know where it came from, what's in it.
I know.
Because it
And
can look like a pill.
I'm very apologetic about that, because I'm the one left to raise my son, and that's what happened. What you're saying is what happened to his dad. So,
Okay.
and I apologize.
We offer other services such as
grief and trauma, so maybe we can help her through it.
And I think, like I said, I think that's more than anything, what I need is some kind of counseling.
Okay, well, we'll get you a place that can help you.
Yeah.
Well, let's come back, December the 9th and see how things are, or you're.
So you want to set it for sentencing on December 9th?
Yeah, let's just do it that way.
Okay.
Sentencing December the 9th, 10 o'clock. Talk to Taylor about getting some counseling set up. They'll give me a report then as to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay? Good luck.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just do what they say. It's going to be on But just talk to them.
She went out in the lobby.
She went out in the lobby.
State of Ohio recalls, State of Ohio versus Nicholas Bailey, case number CRA 24721.
Mr. Stratton's case.
All right. So, Your Honor, this was set for a prelim. He does have an appointment, is this what this is?
No, okay, let me explain it real quick.
Okay. I'll let you explain it. So, go
Okay,
ahead.
so basically, they wanted me to get like an assessment on Friday when they released me. I talked to somebody from here, I think her name was Taylor, it may have been that woman that just left. I didn't get all the information from her. She told me to come in on Monday at 10. So then, yesterday was Veterans Day, so I was scrambling, calling here, down in Ironton. I even called the jail to find out where I was supposed to go. I ended up going to Shawnee. I assume that's the wrong place
I
now.
gave him a card with all the information.
Me?
Yeah,
I didn't get a card from the jail.
no. I gave the information, remember I said get somebody to write this down for you?
Yeah, but I had handcuffs on. They were all busy operating on that stuff on Friday.
He didn't show for his assessment.
Yeah, but I went to Shawnee and I got all that. I tried to go there to get one done anyways, because when I called the jail, they recommended that's where I go because they thought that's where I probably got recommended to go. I called the jail and everything. I left messages here as well yesterday, but it was just a little hectic.
So, Your Honor, maybe you can get an assessment by Bethesda today.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Whatever.
Grab your stuff, go talk to her.
Appreciate you. Sorry about that.
And so, you want to just let him do that and then we'll come back?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, wait, hold on. What?
My bad, please.
Okay, get you a date.
My bad.
Yeah.
22nd?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
this is for you. I got
Sorry.
Next hearing is November 22nd.
So go out there and talk to,
That lady with black. Sorry about that.
all right.
Appreciate you.
State of Ohio versus Kia Maynard, case number CRB 24478. Kia Maynard.
He's at the counseling center. This is Mr. Stratton's case.
Things all good?
Wait, no, we didn't have that one. It's right here. I thought it said that was Bailey's
Well, I understand, small community, I was told there'd been a change, right? His wife left the program.
He's doing extremely well, though, Your Honor. He's not allowed any situations that have occurred since he's been with us to deter him from what he's doing. He's actually, it's like talking to a different person now, honestly.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I was afraid that would be a setback for him.
Yep. It hasn't been.
Okay. Of course, I have no control over what she does. She's not before the court, but I just really thought that program was a good opportunity for you all to be together and for her to get help at the same time. So, I'm encouraged that you're continuing on in the path for recovery. I just hope that down the road this doesn't cause there to be a problem.
It was issues why she left, but she's in outpatient. She's doing what she needs to do too still, so.
Okay. Mr. Stratton, anything you want to?
Your Honor, we'll just continue and see how he does, give him a little bit more time maybe.
Yeah, he's got a bond up. I want to keep the bond in place while he's doing his treatment, and, you know, it's an excellent report, so good job. And I just want to encourage you to continue on the path that you're on. So, we'll come, you know, we made it less than a month since your last hearing. Now let's go about a month out.
Yep.
And let's see. $13th or 16th of December?
16th.
December 16th.
December 16th.
Okay. Good job, Mr. Maynard.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, I have some recalls left. Not sure of the status. The State of Ohio versus Deshaun Cooper, case number TRC 242141 A and B on the recall.
I text you a screenshot of that letter, Your Honor.
Okay.
I hope you were able to read it and it's not too small.
He's moved to,
yeah, it's thing with the iPhone, you can send like documents to me, so you have an iPhone, right? Yeah, that's.
Okay.
I
was just thinking the file might be too big or something.
No, that's what the issue is.
Yeah. Makes sense.
This is from Charles Cooper.
Yeah.
Is that where you're living now? Or?
No, I do it via telehealth.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I've got you with the Kentucky address, is that right?
Yeah. I used to live in Ravenswood, so it was like a 30-minute drive to go. I've been going to Charleston for therapy since like high school.
Oh, so you have a past relationship with them?
It's been several different ones, but same area. I went to Lasting Solutions.
Okay. Can you get me a printed copy for the file of that?
Yeah, probably figure out how to do that. I'll send it. Well, I'll send it.
Major, maybe.
I'll send it to one of the ladies, and they'll print it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Your Honor, we'll just set this for another pretrial on the 22nd, maybe, and then we'll have it resolved. And
November 22nd.
yes.
Okay. Pretrial November 22nd, 10 o'clock.
And does that treatment satisfy the court?
Yeah, it looks appropriate.
Okay. All right. We're good, man.
State of Ohio recall Sid Mosser, case number CRB 24258, TRC 24487.
Stratton's case.
Hey, how are you?
I'm blessed. Blessed by the best.
So,
I had my assessment and all that stuff.
done by who?
OVP.
OVP, okay. All right.
I've been there multiple times.
Do you have a letter from OVP, Your Honor?
I do not.
Okay.
Ms. DeMint was here though.
Grant.
says he's compliant with all requirements.
Yes. It's in the note. But I think,
So you go out a little bit further, Your Honor, see how he does in the program?
Yes.
I've been several times, and everything there in the medical accounts.
You're doing fine.
Can you remind me, what were the results of the urine screen?
It was amphetamine, cocaine, methamphetamine, cocaine metabolite, and alpha hydroxylazepam, and alprazolam.
Did you say methamphetamine?
Yes.
Okay. Let's let him continue.
Yes.
Another month or so, December 16th.
All right, sir.
What's this?
That's the next date.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is this just like a check-in?
Well, it's sentencing date.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, yeah. All right, cool.
Continue with your treatment as you have.
State of Ohio recalls Justin Hargis, case number CRA 24722, A, B, and C, CRB 24723.
I walked all around the parking lot looking at some cars, so he's gone.
You're left. Okay. He's got another work on it. Was he has he been going through?
Yeah, we picked him up from jail. He's been in treatment. He's been fine. We have not had any problems.
Oh, he's in.
Yeah.
Mr. Hill?
Well, we'll molly to the, I guess we'll molly to the grand jury.
It's an F2.
Yes, right. Well, we intended for it to go to the grand jury anyway, so.
It was anticipated we would waive today, however, I also anticipated Mr. Hargis would be here today.
Okay. Be knowledge to the grand jury.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Brittany Smith, case number CRB 24171.
I'm still drinking my water, but I could probably go in the next few minutes.
Okay, we'll recall.
Okay.
Thank you. State of Ohio recalls Anthony Giamarco at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24724.
Okay, this is one we were going to talk with the Adult Parole Authority.
Yes, Your Honor, I've spoken to Officer Preston from the Adult Parole Authority. Their intention is to issue a sanction against Mr. Giamarco, consisting of requiring him to complete inpatient treatment with Southern Hope. Mr. Quan is here from Southern Hope. I think the plan is actually for him to get out tomorrow rather than today, although is that accurate?
I haven't spoke with Mr. Preston. When I talked to Officer Preston in the hallway, he said if they can get it done today, he'd be released today. If not today, it will be tomorrow. But either way, we'll be here.
So there's going to be some paperwork to be done. So sometime either today or tomorrow, he'll be released from his holder from the Adult Parole Authority. I would assume that on the basis that he's going in inpatient treatment, this case, or this court would also order him to complete that inpatient treatment. I'll tell you that I spoke to to Officer Preston, and Officer Preston said that he's going to make compliance with this court's order a term of your parole. So I think if this court were to lift its holder, he would still be right now held by APA, but APA would release him either today or tomorrow.
And he is entering a guilty plea.
I believe he already entered the guilty plea, Your Honor. It was just set for sentencing. If he's not entered a guilty plea, I'd be more comfortable, since I'm not actually his attorney, if we just gave him an OR bond with a requirement of treatment and then let Mr. Morford handle the question of the guilty plea. But my understanding is he already entered one, and I'm fine to stand in for sentencing.
Is that correct, Mr. Gianmarco, that you entered a guilty plea Friday?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
And you want to stick with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, then I have no problem, Your Honor.
I'm going to go ahead and sentence you then. Okay, I'll impose a $100 fine, court costs, 30 days in jail, suspend $5 days. I'm sorry, suspend 25 days, credit for 5 days. Order that he be released to Southern Hope for inpatient treatment. It's the term of his probation, which will be 2 years of level 4 probation. Set a review hearing for him December 23rd.
Is this a Walmart?
Walmart. Order stay out of Walmart. 5 days community service. I'll see you right before Christmas and get a report as to how you're doing. Of course, if you mess up really bad before, then I'll hear about it before the 23rd. But not anticipating that. Hopefully we'll see you then with a good report.
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
Does Mr. Morford have any further cases? Okay, I think I'm finished. Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Lisa Drennan at the Lawrence County Jail, number TRC 202739, A, B, and C.
Oh, this Drennan, you were going to coordinate with Iron Municipal.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to Liam Wassel, probation officer to Iron Municipal Court. He's scheduled to be there today, and there's a warrant and a probation violation. My understanding is they are going to ask, the probation department's going to ask for some jail time. She was going to talk to the judge and find out exactly what he was thinking, but she hadn't gotten back with me yet, Your Honor. I advised her that our court had roughly 35 days converting her fines over to jail time over her head. So she was going to see about 30 days is what they were going to ask for, is what she was going to ask Judge Waldo.
Okay. Well, anything you want to tell me, Ms. Drennan?
I have nothing to say.
Okay, you had 25 days suspended from this court on straight jail. So I'm going to give you that and running concurrent with whatever you get from Iron Municipal. I'll give you credit. When did you come into the jail, you said last night?
Yes.
Okay, credit for 1 day service. Case is completed by jail. They'll wipe out your fines too.
It's credit for 1 day served.
Yes. 25, 1 day served. 24 more to do, run concurrent with whatever Iron Municipal gives her.
Your Honor, we're finished at Lawrence County Jail. We're just waiting on your screen.
Okay, the only thing we've got left to do is Brittany Smith's. So I'm going to take a recess while we wait on her to get that done. Court's in recess.
Procedural,